Hello and welcome to Fierce Friday. My name is Stephanie Dawn, and I'm the chair of the Million Mom Movement Council. And I'm so glad to be here today. And I'm so glad that you're here with us today because we have a very valuable hour of power that we've crafted for you. Today is our Business Forward Zoom meeting. And, we go back and forth, as you may know, if you've been with us for a bit, we go back between health and wealth. And so today it's about wealth. Today it's about focusing on your business. And before we dive in, I just want to give you a little background about what we're up to here with Fierce Friday and how it got started. So about a year and a half ago, I was then the chair of the Million Mom Movement Council, and I made the decision that I wanted us to come together regularly. I wanted us to join together. I wanted to hear your voices, and I definitely wanted to share my voice because for those of you that don't know, my son, Zephyr, I unknowingly fed him Cheerios for the first 7 years of his life and consequently was unknowingly poisoning my kid. So if you don't know, Cheerios have the highest parts per billion of glyphosate on them of all the products tested in 2016. And this is the PDF that I read way back then in 2016. It's called Glyphosate Unsafe on Any Plate. And I now use this as a teaching tool for my team and for you all. It's a 40-page report, and it's incredibly indicting to the world's farmers, to the American farmers. And glyphosate is the most widely used herbicide on the planet, and it causes cancer. So I knew that we had something that could offer help. We have this product called Biomedic that really helped my child regain his gut health. And so I wanted all parents to know what was possible because Cheerios are almost omnipresent in every small infant and child's life. And so it was an outrage to me that, that we were feeding our kids toxic food. It's just not okay. And, General Mills should be ashamed of itself. So that's how Fierce Friday got started. Was my activist fire was rankled, and I wanted to speak to the community of other moms and dads and concerned caregivers that felt as I felt. So that's how we got our start. And we've grown a lot over the last year and a half. Our council has grown, and our message has grown, and our ability to support you has grown as we meet here every single week. Plus, you're going to be learning about how to find us on the social network shortly. But I want to bring on now, I don't quite know who I have in the lineup, council, but whoever wants to come on next. Carmela, I'm looking at you. Why don't you come on and share about the scholarships, I think it is.
Yes, I'd be happy to. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I'm excited to share more about the scholarships today. For those of you who have never seen our website and this tab that's on our page, you can, let me see if I can share screen. You can go right here to, well, please sign up first as well to be a part of our movement and go under the scholarship tab. Now, this scholarship is available for our families in the United States and Canada, so North America, who are looking specifically for an upgrade for this new superfood nutrition, but to also become a voice in our community. We're looking for people who are wanting to be active business brand partners with us. So this is a business forward call. So you're gonna get a lot of information here, and maybe you're gonna think of some people who are in your networks who need this opportunity. Purium has been so generous and had given away already over $300,000 worth of organic superfoods through the scholarship. And with somebody receiving it and becoming a recipient, you get $1,250 of retail valued superfoods along with the business launch pack. So it's a very exciting offer to any friend who you might know who really needs this and who could be a great voice to partner with you. So if you're looking for partners and they may just have some economic need, this is a really great opportunity to share it with them. And we are their mentors. The community becomes their mentor. You're the mentor. So you have a lot of support. You have a lot of support with this with all the education that we're bringing here, both business side and for the lifestyle guide as well. So yeah. So I pass the mic on to you, Steph.
Thank you so much, Carmel. I appreciate that. Ordinarily, we start with the pledge. So I'm going to just bring it back to Jody Parker here. I think she has a very special human that would like to oh, there she is. Hi, Leora. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
Tell them your name.
I'm Leora Parker. I am 8 years old, and I will be reading the pledge today.
Let me share the screen here. Where'd it go? Right there. All right, so we were on scholarships. To find the pledge, you go under movement and join.
And computer.
And the computer's being slow because that's what happens when you're live on a Zoom. And you come all the way down here. All right, kid, have at it.
I pledge to defend the health of myself and my family. I pledge to choose organic foods that are minimally processed and free of man-made ingredients. I pledge to read labels and educate myself on all aspects of clean living. I understand that my actions today will positively impact the health and environment of future generations. I am committed to sharing this movement of many. I am the Million Mom Movement.
Movement of many? Explain that.
The movement of many means dads, uncles, aunts, teachers. Anybody can join as long as they care about clean living and educating themselves.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Leora. We always love it when you're available to read the pledge. Thank you so much. All right. Going to Ms. Taz Ferreira in Florida. Hello.
Hello. Okay, I love hearing Leora read the pledge. It just brings me such joy, you know, when our future generations is actually doing it. I love it. Okay, so talking about the petition. So exactly what Stephanie shared at the beginning, that her son Zephyr was going through glyphosate toxicity. There's so millions of Americans, Canadians, who have no idea about this glyphosate toxicity. And you know why they don't know? Because it's not labeled on the packaging. I get this response all the time. But Taz, how can it be that there's glyphosate? I don't see it on the ingredients. Exactly. They are not labeling the ingredients accurately. And we are ingredient investigators, right? We are ingredient readers, right? So we need to our petition is for them to put this on their label. And we decided at the beginning, we would let this go to 1,000 signers, right? But now we have surpassed that. We are at 1145 signers, but we are called the Million Mom Movement. Guys, we need over 1 million signatures. Imagine the impact to go to General Mills and to say, we have over 1 million signatures of moms, of caregivers, of this movement of many who want to stand and who want to eliminate glyphosate in all of our food system. So this is what the petition is all about. So I would recommend that you share this petition and keep signing it, right? This is for us and our future generations, because too many of us moms buy Cheerios as a first food, right? As a fine motor skills for our kids. They have it at Costco, they have it in bulk. We need to eliminate these toxic poisons from our body and from grocery stores. So I will post the link below and I'll pass it back to you, Steph or Jody.
No, I just have to chime in here before we go to Jody, because I just want to tell you all something that I love to do. Sometimes I have the occasion to go to Target, sometimes Walmart, and I will go live at the wall of Cheerios and I will educate on Facebook Live all about what's going on with glyphosate and toxins in our food. So today we're talking about getting off of the social networks. So we're going to pivot back to that in a moment, but I just wanted to give you that little fun little pro tip there. If you want to be really bold like me, you can do that and educate about glyphosate. And now to Jody Parker, who's going to talk about the social networks and how to connect with us. Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, this call is all about getting off social networks. So now we're going to talk about social networks. I'm going to share my screen with you guys because I'm a visual person and I think it's easier to to be able to see it. So we're all over the place. We are on YouTube, we are on Twitter, we are on Instagram, and we are on Facebook. Especially on Instagram, if you tag us, you just use @MillionMomMovement. You can use that on Facebook as well. And then we get tagged, and then we can reshare whatever you have posted, especially if you do it in stories. If you tag us in your stories on Instagram and Facebook, then we can reshare your story in our stories and help get your information out there and help to highlight you. We love doing that. We love highlighting everybody in the movement. We use the following hashtags: #MillionMomMovement, #I am the Million Mom Movement, and #We are the Million Mom Movement. Again, when Naeba, who is our social media maven, as we call her, is searching through hashtags, those are the ones she looks at to reshare on our social media platforms. We have a private Facebook page. It's called Million Mom Movement Official. So there's a business page, which is just Million Mom Movement. That's where all our events are posted. And then we have the private group where you can come and ask questions, where you can practice your widen your reach, videos, things like that. So come and join that group. All of our Fierce Fridays are recorded, and they are all uploaded to our YouTube channel. And the YouTube channel is Million Mom Movement. And you can go there and you can see everything we've done. I think we started uploading them last summer. So there's an entire year worth of videos there. Everything from what is glyphosate to stars in our business and their business tips, and how to detox heavy metals. And there's just a ton of stuff. We would love for you to use that for your own education and to share that with your community and with your downline, because what we're trying to do is create a lot of education for everybody that is then shareable. And you can find all this information that you see here on the screen on our link tree on our Instagram profile. So you can go on the Instagram profile and it is all there. We're in the process of getting all of this on the website, but you know, these things take time.
Thank you so much, Jody. Yes, watch for some amazing revisions coming up over the next several months on our website. We're really excited about that. Okay, let's dive into the topic today, which is entitled Going Beyond the Social Networks, or as I would like to say, going beyond Instagram and Facebook, because that seems to be where many of us land and stay. And there's so many other ways for you to work a Purium business. And we're excited to dive in with you to share more about that. So what is sort of like the foundation of our business? It is conversations, okay? Having conversations, opening conversations, ultimately with the intention of creating an invitation to watch a video, read a link, check out a website, right? Those are all the different things that eventually our conversations can lead to. So one of our first tips that we want to talk about today, I'm looking at you, Taz. So this actually is social media, but it's an unusual platform that I'm personally enjoying for my activism. I haven't really utilized it yet for my business, but we have someone who has. And so I would love, Taz, if you would share about Clubhouse, the platform Clubhouse.
Absolutely. Okay, so I've been using Clubhouse for a couple months now, and it's been incredible. So it's funny, it's that we're going social media, you have the videos, you have Instagram, but Clubhouse is like returning back to radio, right? It's a little funny that way. It's all voice. So if anyone doesn't know about Clubhouse, at the beginning, it was open only to iPhone users. So now they've extended. Android users can use it as well, okay? So it's open to all of the phones. So that's good. I know at the beginning, a lot of people were like, but we have Android. So now there's no excuse. Okay, so that's the first thing. And what I love about Clubhouse is that, okay, let me go into this. Download the app Clubhouse, okay? So I will walk you through this. And choose a profile picture that stands out. The profile picture must stand out because this is what people are going to look for. And once you have added your picture, now we're going to go to the search menu. And in the search menu, you're going to look up keywords that works for you, right? That aligns with your business, right? So let's say we would write organic, activism, mommies, whatever resonates with you and your business, you would put in a search bar. And you know what happens? While you're searching for someone, someone's searching for you too, right? So if someone's searching for you, you need to be clear and concise with your bio. So you need to make sure your bio is on point of your brand. And the first three words at the beginning, this is key. So when someone clicks on your picture, they're looking at those words before they even look at the complete bio. So make sure that those words are reflected about who you are. And I know a lot of us have different type of businesses, right? Sure, we have our superfoods, but if you have other things that are near and dear to your heart, add those as well, but add those in the bio, okay? Don't add them at the top because you want to capture someone's interest at the beginning. Okay, so another thing what I love about Clubhouse, I love this about Clubhouse. Ladies, men, what do we love to do? Multitask. And Clubhouse is excellent for that. So you could be in a room and because it's voice, you could do something else. You can go to a different room. You can club hop, right? You can jump from different rooms. So I love this. I can go to a room that's of interest and then I could leave after a while and go check out another room. So the more rooms you go to, this is building your exposure and people are seeing you. So let's talk about these rooms. Okay, first of all, we want to join rooms that are going to be reflected upon what we're looking for, right? So if we're talking about, let's say, nutrition or like being an entrepreneur or whatever is the case that day, right? We're joining these rooms. We would love to get to be on the platform, right? This is the area where everyone is a speaker. So we have the speakers and then you have the audience. So try to always get as a speaker. Once you're a speaker, people are looking at you as an expert. So what happens? You're building your exposure and they all start following you. Okay, so this is great. They start following you, even if you speak or you don't. To just be on the speaker platform is huge. So I would do that constantly. Go to rooms, become a speaker, start networking. Okay, and just like how we built our community on Instagram, we are building the same community on Clubhouse because Clubhouse is linked to our Instagram. So be sure that the same picture you use on Clubhouse is the same one you use on Instagram because that is how they're going to link you. And that the same message you have there, it should be the same, right? So if you're talking about something, then they would go back and look at your Instagram and they would follow you, right? So that's usually how I use it for networking. Okay, don't use Clubhouse as selling, okay? Use Clubhouse as activism. What I love about this aspect that you're using, Steph, about activism is that nothing is recorded. So you can say your piece and then it's gone, okay? So let's utilize that as much as we can. And lately they came out with the chat bar in Clubhouse. So that's great as well. This is something new that they just added. So if you find someone who's interesting, you can start a conversation there. Then you could say, oh, well, follow me on Instagram and then bring that back to Instagram. So the whole point of Clubhouse is to act as a funnel to go back to Instagram. Instagram is where we're building our relationships, okay? And you have to think to yourself, when you're doing, I would highly recommend that you all start doing your own rooms in Clubhouse. Do your own rooms. And when you have your own rooms, now you pin people. And when I say pin people, because now that you start following so many other people, you bring them onto your room. Pinning means you invite them into your room. So you invite them into your room and you start having a conversation. You pick a topic and you need to look at, are you bringing value or are you teaching? Okay, always bring value. This is not a platform to sell. Bring value, bring knowledge, teach. Okay, so now they're going to be following you through Instagram, right? I'm always saying Instagram because Clubhouse is the funnel to Instagram. And we want to show them that we are building this community. The same thing that we're doing in Purium, we're building the value, we're showing the value, we're building the community. So we want to continue this message there, right? Through our community, through our value. And yes, what else am I missing? I think I'm complete with Clubhouse.
Yeah,
We have
that's so
next week.
yeah, we do. We do have next week. Next week, we're just going to do a plug. It's going to be Ask the Council. So it's basically just going to be you guys showing up, and we're going to be here for you to talk with us more. So, okay, let's carry on here. I'd like to talk about referrals because this is something that often doesn't get discussed in trainings. And so I think it's really important that when you hear no from someone, no, I'm not interested, right? You've opened the conversation, you've made the presentation, and someone says no. What you can say then is, thank you. Thank you for letting me know that. And I'm wondering if you may know of anyone who might be open to what it is that I have here. And it's called networking through people. Networking through people. And you know what? I'm here to tell you and support you all in being unabashed in networking through people. Unabashed and unapologetic. Okay, we're in business and we're professionals. And when we show up as professionals, people respect that. It's our posture, right? It's our posture. We mean business. Yes, we are here to make money. It's okay to be here to make money. It's really okay to be here to make money, moms and dads. All right. And everyone. Do it for the money. As Tracy Fujikane, my mentor, always says, do it for the money. All right. This is how we are moving the movement forward, by sharing and networking through people to tell them about the Million Mom movement, right? To tell them about the scholarships, to tell them about what we're up to, right? So I do this all the time, and I'd love to just open it up to the council. If there's anything that you all would like to share in addition to what I've just shared here in terms of how it is that you use referrals to build your business.
I'll drop in quickly. So I will say that my top leaders are not my first level enrolled. And that tells you a lot. And if you're going to have a colored diamond in your downline organization, you're going to want to do what's called tap rooting. I love the term. When I learned it, I immediately put it into action. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have a wealth of a back office to draw from. This is not just my warm market. These are all people who my people have either coached or I'm coaching. And so this is a great opportunity. You never in a day will have nothing to do when you are looking in your back office, because you can just create deeper relationships. And that's what I choose to do. Is I like to work deep and build deep up to 9 levels, and then build all the way to the highest colored diamond to crown as we can go. Because matching bonuses, guys, we have to unlock the power of our compensation plan. And how do we do that? We have to really understand how to maximize the compensation plan. My mentor is Cindy Kelly, so we talk a lot about this. And it's important for us to teach our people also how to work deeply, meaning create meaningful relationships. How can we do this together? That's always the conversation that we have with our downline. What can we do together? Can we mastermind together? Can we gather our team together, customers who might be interested, brand partners together, and see what they might be able to do to gather a Zoom of people coming together to learn more? So tap rooting is really when you go into your downline and look for referrals and look for other leaders.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Carmela. Thank you for bringing that whole concept to the forefront here. It's powerful, and I could definitely stand to be doing more of it. I also want to share a story with you about a colleague of mine that I really wanted for my business, right? Have you ever felt that? Where you really want someone for your business, right? You want them as a brand partner. And this woman, her name is Kelly. She'd been a client of mine many years ago, and she has a very large network. And so those are good people that you know, as potential brand partners, right? She really needed and wanted the health transformation. So I pivoted and I went back to health with her, and I just continued to hold her hand, and I have been for months. And you know what she's been doing, you guys? She has been sending me people non-stop for months. I'll take those referrals. That's 20%, right? That's 20% commissions. Versus if she was a BP, it'd be 5%, right? So I'm very happy to be taking those. And while I was thrilled at the possibility, I'm still prospecting her for the business. She's like, oh, I don't know that much about health. I'm like, you don't need to. I didn't either, so I'm still prospecting her. I'm still massaging her, but I'm really grateful for the referred business from her. And so I just wanted to share that story. Because maybe you have someone in your life that you want to network through, or who would be happy to give you referrals, but you just have to ask for them. Okay. Ask and it is given, right? Bring a little Abraham into the field here. So let's move on now to, well,
Steph.
Yeah.
Can I touch a little bit on that?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay. So I do what Steph just suggested, and that creates FOMO, right? So if I'm talking to someone and they're like, oh, I don't know, I can't do this. I'm like, no worries. This is not for everyone. Do you know someone who this might be for? And then they start thinking and they're like, her. Perfect. So I get into contact with her and I build a relationship. And then that friend is excited now, right? And then that friend is like building the momentum. We're getting along. We're becoming best friends, right? And so this person hears the FOMO and she's like, what's happening? What are you guys doing? So what happens is that you are building, it's like from the back end, right? It's a referral, but she doesn't even know what's really happening. Mm-hmm. And then you're building the FOMO and the momentum. And then after she comes around and she's like, well, maybe I'm interested in what you guys are doing. It sounds fun. It sounds healthy and easy. Maybe I could do this too.
Love it. Love it. Thank you so much, Taz. So I also would like to talk about one of my favorite topics, to be honest. And it's really, it's how I built my business 5.5 years ago with the in-person events. So we are a little bit challenged by that right now. I know everybody, but if you are open to having smaller events in your home, that is really how I ran for Diamond, by having small, healthy happy hours in my home twice a week for many, many months. So, and you might go, what? Twice a week? Well, I was committed to Diamond, you guys. I wanted Diamond Club. I wanted to meet Dave and Amy. I wanted that in-person experience. I'm a yellow in the color code, for those of you that that know the color code, the people code. And I'm all about community. I'm all about the party, having a good time, connecting with community, And so I invited all the moms over to my home twice a week after school. They would come over, and, not every event was packed with people, and that was fine. My girlfriend and I, she was my very first brand partner, Gretchen. We'd just have a business meeting if no one showed up, and we'd plan the next one, but we were consistent. And what do you hear our leaders talk about over and over and over again, right? Consistency. So if someone said, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make it, I would say, that's fine. Our next one is next Tuesday at 4 p.m. And so I just always had a next event to invite people to, right? So if you're willing to do that, if you're willing to open up your home, or you have a local space, it could be a practitioner's office or lobby. It could be a library. I don't even know if libraries are open right now. But if you have somewhere local where you can gather together the community and create a 30-minute, 45-minute presentation where people can ask questions, do it. And then the virtual equivalent of that is a virtual healthy happy hour, which my team does all the time. Virtual healthy happy hours and virtual wealthy happy hours. And the distinction is, we don't go deep into the products in a virtual wealthy happy hour. We only talk about, we do share stories about our transformations, but the presenters, predominantly the leaders of the Wealthy Happy Hour, talk about business and what you get when it's an opportunity meeting, right? What do you get when you come into the Purium business? And you know what? Here's the other thing I want to say, you guys, and this is really about mindset. but you want to be expecting that people want what we have. Expect it. I tell my team this all the time. Expect you're good. All right. Expect that people are looking for another stream of income. Expect that they're looking for a wonderful way to up level their health. All right. So this is your mindset work every single day when you sit down to prospect. Expect you're good. All right. Any other team want to share about live events? Because I know many of us have used live events.
I'll toss out in there on live events. The key to that is people want things to taste good. And so if you can give them little bits and little ideas of, oh, you're not just having the can't beat this, mix the can't beat this with the cherry juice and the aloe digest and the cocoa hydrate. Oh my gosh, this is the best thing ever. And your kids are going to slurp it down and look at all this goodness they're getting. Right? Like I had a friend who said, oh, I should do it. I should do it. 2 years of I should do it. She finally came to a healthy happy hour and she finally bought because she finally tasted it and she saw her kids eat it. Because I had 25 kids in a line at my house with the blender, making that cucumber mint thing that I made on the snacks in the summer. You can go back and look at that video from earlier in the summer, but that is how you get them. And if you get the kids, you'll get the parents, I guarantee it. But you want them to know how good it tastes. And that's why in-person events are so important. So even if you can just have small dinner parties or, I know depending on where you are in the country, it makes a huge difference on what they're allowing and how weird people are about being in person with each other, but make it work as best you can. Worst case scenario, say, I'm going to show you all this video and now I'm going to send you in cute little packets what you need to make it. I'll send you little samples and you'll have to put some money into that, get those little, cups that you can put it in or however you can come up with to send it. But samples can make a difference in this time when we can't actually do it in person.
Yeah, love it. Thank you. Dixie cups, I think is what you're talking about. That's what I had. Dixie cups from Smart and Final. Yeah. So, anyone else want to share about live events? Because this is really, it's fun. It's a great way to try the products and people love it.
I'll jump in.
Yeah.
And then I see a hand raised. That's great. When I built to Green Diamond, I remember that I didn't have people in my area that were leaders. That were from my team directly. And so I looked for anybody in the community that was local. And so what I did was I built Crossline with Crossline supports. So what we did, we booked a facility and we hosted weekly. And we would share products to bring in, so we wouldn't have to burden all of our own purchasing, which was wonderful. And then we had presentations from people who I didn't have in my team. So it's wonderful to hear from another party and then really make it into a group. So when you had about 4 different presenters and then they would build a team together, it was amazing. It was like a true party. When you're just doing it alone and you are truly alone building it, it's not as fun. So look who might be in the general area, even if they're not in your team, and partner with them and do some fun parties together.
Perfect. I love that. The one thing that I do want to say about live events is don't try and merge it with something else. I've just watched that be a bit of a, be single focused. It's a Purium healthy happy hour, because why are you doing this? It's not about socializing. It's about moving your business forward. Okay. We are businessmen and women and we want to be business-like. All right. So let's move on here to, I want to talk briefly about email lists. So this is not for everyone because not everyone has an email list, but if you are a business and you have a career where you have an email list, you might be wondering, how do I talk to my list about what I have? So I had a list, I still have a list, and I talked to that list about all kinds of things. And one of the things that I did start bringing in to my emails and to my newsletters was educating them about their health, starting to bring in what I was learning into the newsletter and into my emailing, throughout the month. So I highly recommend that. If you're not doing it, you want to do it. Email is a bit more tricky these days because we're all completely flooded and inundated with emails. But I wanted to bring this up as a way for those of you that do have email lists and would like to leverage them for your Purium business, you want to be doing that. And it's a bit more laser, like next week or maybe at the end, we're going to have time for questions. So if you want, to ask a specific question about how to massage that, stuff, like to help me out, like with how I can do that. You can do that at the end of this call. And then next week we come to Ask the Council, and we'll be sharing more about, we'll be doing more coaching next week. So questions, I do notice a hand up too, but we're going to save that until the very end. So please write down your question and we will get to you. Picking up the phone. Carmela, you want to speak to that? Picking up the phone for your Purium business.
I'm always an in-person kind of person. I've been a massage therapist for 20 years. I think that kind of connection is so important to me, to feel them and also to have them feel your voice, because that's a huge indicator of your belief. It's a huge indicator of your true story. People don't want to hear just facts and just articles and links. They want to hear, why are you bringing this to me? Tell me, why me? Why are you sharing this with me? And when they connect with that, then they're opening their mind, they're disarming themselves, and it rolls out this heart connection. Everybody needs a heart connection with healing. And truly, these superfoods are extremely healing. And when you share what you've gone through and why you believe that it would improve their life and what it can do, it's so important to have this conversation. And getting on the phone, I navigate my day through Google Calendar, and I don't know what I'm doing unless I look at my calendar, and it's time blocked. So I time block getting on the phone for follow-ups, because, or if people are busy and it's a work hour day, then part of the day, then I just voice note it and say, can we talk later when you're off work, or tomorrow, or let me know when is the best time this weekend. But the best thing is, let's talk. And then we get to talk. And guys, it could lead into a whole other direction with what COVID is happening, what families are going on, what's going on with people's families. But you're going to get all this information to hear where they are financially, to hear where they are with their health. If you don't have a conversation like that, we don't have anything to work with. So highly recommend that.
Wonderful. Thank you. So the point of us sharing all these tips is we're all unique, right? We all have different ways of how we want to do this business. And so find your lane and then drive in it. For me, my lane is Facebook messaging. Like, that is just what I love to do. I have a lot of friends all over the world on Facebook, and that's where I connect with them all. That's my lane, and I drive in it. I'm in a new place now. I'm not in LA anymore, but I'm going back in September. I can't wait to hug you, Tal. And I'm going to be gathering together my team, and I still do have a lot of friends there that I am prospecting. So we're going to be doing a healthy happy hour, and I'm going to be inviting my friends to come and meet with me and be with me there. So, all right, moving on to, let's pass the mic to Jody here. So Jody's going to talk about scripts, because we've all been doing this for a really long time, and we have a lot to give you here. And Jody's been working on some amazing PDFs for you all. So take it away, Jode.
Hey guys. All right. Yeah. So if you follow me on Facebook, you know that I'm a writer. And people will go, well, what do I say? And I'm like, well, you just talk. And I realize that it's just a skill I have. And that some people are sometimes like, I don't know what to say. And so as a council, we put together a bunch of different ideas on how to get you started and what to say and how to start conversations, whether you're on the phone or in an email or in a Facebook message or even a text. So I made some JPEGs that I will upload in our MMM official Facebook group. And what we're going to try and do, I've got them in PDF, and we're going to try and get them uploaded to the app. That hasn't happened yet, but we're working on that. But I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I'm going to start with this one. So let me find the one. I've got so many open on my computer. There we go. And let me shut off this dinging thing, because I forgot to mute my phone and it's dinging at me. Sorry about that, guys. I always do that. So scripts for authentic interaction. We've been talking about this through the entire call today. This is a business of relationships. People want to work with and buy from people that they like and who they think care about them. It really is about the relationship. The reason somebody will buy from you or join your team over someone else's is because they resonate with you, because they believe that you care about them and that you're going to help them. So it's really important to be very authentic in your interactions. So I've got some foundational scripts that you can work with in starting there. So the first one, the first two actually came from a friend of mine, Jeff Brown, who's a business partner who's probably not on this call today, but I got these from him. Something you say, hey, I totally love what you are doing with blank, fill in the blank. What are they doing? That's a huge passion of mine too. Would you be open to seeing if we can collaborate in our efforts? It really sounds like we're headed in the same direction. You always want to ask permission. Do not give too much information out the door. You want to create curiosity. You want people to want to engage. If you give them all the information out the door, they never get curious. So they never engage. And then you stop the ability to have the conversation. The second one here, this is from Ray Higdon, who is a network marketing expert that writes the books and does all the classes, etc. So this is his. Not sure if you would be open to take a look, and totally cool if you're not, at blank. So this is going to work for product or business reach out. So if you're interested, if they're talking about, I'm a sports person and I'm looking for a new, protein powder. Well, hey, I'm not sure if you'd be interested, and it's okay if you're not, but I'd love to talk to you about MVP Sport. Okay, fill in the blank. So that's just another way to start that. So 3 here, when you're talking to potential clients or brand partners, like you want to talk to them like they are your friend, because even if they're not your friend yet, they will be. You want to relate to them, and you want them to be able to relate to the information you're giving them. So you want to send them testimonials that they can relate to. So if it's somebody trying to lose weight, then you want to have a before and after pic with a testimonial of somebody similar to them who's been through the process and succeeded. If they have diabetes, you want to find a testimonial with diabetes. If they're interested in the business, you want to find a success story of somebody who resonates with them. If they're a stay-at-home mom, they don't want to hear about the realtor who made it big. They want to hear about the stay-at-home mom who made it big, and vice versa. If it's somebody in corporate America, then they want to hear about somebody who is also in corporate America and has had success with this business model. So perfect examples from that. So Sonia Magruder was a realtor. Okay. And Sarah Rhinelander was at home with her kids and a massage therapist. And oh God, I can't even think of her name. You're upline, Carmela. Why can I not think of her name?
Cindy Kelly.
Thank you. Cindy Kelly was in corporate America. So those are 3 stories I can throw out there right now that you can grab their stories to share out with people, but there's tons of them. Ask your uplines, ask us, we can connect you with those, but you want to make sure that you have testimonials that mean something for somebody. And when you're having these conversations back and forth in email, text, messaging, wherever you're having them, you want to know what's lacking in their life, because Purium is the answer to just about everything. If they're having a financial problem, then the business is the answer. If they're having issues with time, then the business and the products are the answer. Because if you're a stay-at-home mom and you don't want to cook 3 meals a day and you can just make a shake, oh my gosh, you just have more time. All right. And health. And I put an acronym at the bottom of this that comes from Rachel Ballenstadt, SWIGHT. It stands for sleep, skin, weight, inflammation, pain, energy, and digestion. Sometimes we forget, we're talking about the alt and we talk about weight, but we forget all those other areas that our products help in. And so you can use that to kind of tease out what's happening in their lives, where are their health issues at, so that you can then make recommendations on that. So that's the authentic interaction. Stop the share on that one. And we're going to move on to the next one. Which one should we go for? Let's do products. So let me find it and bring it up because it's behind. There we go. So leading with the products. Everybody knows this is my strength. This is where I shine. We have the purest and most premium products on the market, and everyone needs what we have. I don't care. You heard last week when the men were talking and they were talking about, I already ate healthy and organic and was doing yoga and was doing all of the things. What did I need this for? And I had the same impression when I started with this company. I've been eating organic for 15 years. What do I need this for? the vibration is different. The nutrient density is different. The purity is different. It's a higher level of nutrition. And so why wouldn't you want to share this with your friends and family? Somebody asked me once, well, I don't want to sound salesy. I said, if I had a solution like Biomedic to detox glyphosate and I didn't tell you, would you be mad at me? And she goes, well, yeah. Well, there you go. You're just sharing your information. Don't be attached to what the outcome is, just share the information. So Biomedic is the first here. A simple question. Hey, curious, do you know what glyphosate is? If they do, then you want to share your solution. If they don't, then you want to tell them what it is and share your solution. And we have that really easy Biomedic video in the app that you can share with them that talks about the business at the end, but educates them in the same way. It's a really just quick opening question. Ultimate lifestyle transformation. Hi, whoever you are, always put their name in. Don't be too generic. And when you're sending it, try and change the messaging so it applies to that person. I loved seeing that picture of your 2-year-old's birthday or whatever it is. Throw those things in there. Let them know that you're paying attention to them. But with Ultimate Lifestyle, some friends and I are going to jump on the Healthy Train all together and do a 30-day reset. I'd love for you to join us. If I sent you a quick video about it, would you be willing to watch it and tell me what you think? I'm really excited to detox and sleep better and lose some weight and have some more energy. And I thought you might be interested too. That's it. That's all I got to do. Family Nutrition Pack. Hey friend, I know that like me, it's really important for you to make sure that your family has amazing nutrition. I'm part of this organization called the Million Mom Movement. And we have this superfood package that is amazing. It has quality organic protein, fruits, and veggies that taste good and kids love. And it has immune and gut health products. I have a $50 gift card I'd love to share with you. If I sent you a link, would you be willing to consider getting it for your family? Simple, easy, out the door. All right, let's move on because we're going to run out of time. So I'm going to go through the other two I have here. Prospecting. All right. Prospecting scripts, leading with the business. Script number 1, I just launched a new business. You can do this in email. You can send this in a text. You can do this as a Facebook post. If you're doing it as a Facebook post, put a picture of yourself. Facebook likes faces. It will get a better algorithm if you put a picture of yourself that does not have words on it and does not have, like if you're holding a shaker bottle, make sure Purium, you can't see it. Facebook doesn't like that. They don't want you to do that. So just some points there. But I just launched a new business and I'm super excited about it. The company I've aligned myself with has been in the health and wellness space for 25 years and is a leader in organic superfoods and CBD. They're looking to expand. And I thought of you because you are dynamic and always successful at everything you do. Or you could say, or you're into health and wellness. And I think this would really align with who you are. Would you be willing to watch a short video about the opportunity and tell me what you think? Again, ask permission. Would you be willing? If I sent you, would you? You always want to use that kind of language because, and you want to expect that they're going to answer it. If you watch it, can I follow up with you in 2 days, and see what you thought? Like, make sure you're following through. So influencer prospecting conversation. Influencers, anybody with over 10,000 people on social media gets a free business with Purium. So when you're following an influencer, this is a script that you can use with that. I love your Instagram presence and how you're constantly educating. You're so generous with your knowledge. Share a sincere personal compliment. Like, I love that you're sharing such amazing recipes or whatever it is that they're doing that you love about them. I totally related to your post about something specific. I want to share that the company I represent has an influencer program and you qualify for it. The mission of the company really aligns with your message. Would you be open for a quick phone chat and I can fill you in on all the details? Okay, that actually came from, I think that was Melissa Hansen. It might be Sonia Magruder that came from. Script number 3, a more personal approach. This is actually Stephanie Don. Hey friend, long time no connect. How are you? I'm reaching out to all my Facebook friends to pierce beyond the screen and say hello and let you know that I'm working to support women and moms to create greater health and wealth. I work with women to experience glyphosate cleanses, heavy metal detoxes, metabolic resets, and weight loss. I also have a business opportunity and run a large team if you're in need of a second stream of income. Let me know. Would love to chat if any of the above resonates. I hope you and your family are well. So coming out of that, nod to me if this is all making sense. Is this helping? All right, the last one I have is for referrals. How do you ask for referrals? Because you would think it would be obvious, but then we get like shy about it and we don't want to ask, right? And now I want you to remember that if your friend came to you and asked for your help, you'd willingly give it. Like you wouldn't feel like they were using you or like it was something strange if you want to help your friends. So just keep that in mind when you're the one asking, you would be willing to help. So there's no reason that they wouldn't. Your friends and customers are the best way to grow your business because they have experience with you and with the products. And so they can help create a bridge between you and other people. So asking for a business referral. I'm starting a business and I know the frequency that I'm looking to surround myself with. And I thought you'd be the perfect person to connect with people. Would you be open to taking a look at what I'm doing and seeing if anyone comes to mind who you think could be perfect for it? It's been such a blessing to me. Million Mom Movement referrals. Hey friend, I'm part of this amazing organization called the Million Mom Movement. We're looking for 1,000 caregivers in 100 cities to teach 10 families how to live healthier while they're enriching their finances through our superfood business partner. Do you know anyone that you think would be interested in being part of something like this? Any moms looking to work from home who love to help people and want to enrich their finances? I'd appreciate you connecting me with anyone who comes to mind. Asking for customer referrals. Your customers who love one of my customers who loves the business has resulted in 7 brand partners for me. She doesn't want to be a brand partner, but she has created 7 brand partners for me. They're some of your best assets. So hi, in this case, her name is Kim. So hi, Kim. I'm so grateful for how you've supported my small business. It means so much to me. And I love that I've been able to help you live healthier. I'm wondering if you know anyone else who you think would be interested in these products. I would really appreciate any introductions you'd be willing to give. I'm waving goodbye to my son who's leaving. Have a good day, child mine.
Awesome, Jody.
So that's it, guys. I will upload those. We'll try and get those on the app for you. There you go.
Yeah, super valuable. Thank you so much, Jody, for your time in putting that together. Really powerful. Hey, give Jody some love in the chat. Thank you so, so much. The final tip that I want to offer to you all is, again, involves in person. So if you know of local gym owners, personal trainers, yogis, yoginis, yoga studio owners, alternative healers, doctors, acupuncturists, and you're seeing these people, if you're just showing up like as someone who receives those practices, those therapies, start a conversation. See if they're open to hearing more about it, right? Using our mouths, using our mouths. So I want to open up the call now for the few minutes that we have left. Somebody did have their hand raised and I'm not seeing it right now. If you guys see it, will you speak their name out? We need to have you raise your hand in order for Danielle, our wonderful assistant, to unmute you. Did she go?
Participants, and at the bottom of participants on the bottom right, you'll see more and click on that little arrow and it will say raise hand. And if you come on the camera, there we go. We're seeing them. All right. Being on camera also helps us see you.
Okay, awesome. I see William Gaston. Hello, William. You want to can you unmute him, Danielle? There we go.
Hey, so you were talking about the influencer program. If there's somebody that has 10,000 followers, would they get in for free, basically, is what you're saying? Do they get the ultimate lifestyle transformation pack for free too, or no?
No.
Okay.
No, you need to invest. A lot of influencers are used to getting things for free, but the investment will serve them well as they start to experience their own, health transformation and sharing what they're learning about our products. They really do need to try them and invest in them. I think that the investment piece is really important for influencers.
So what's actually free for them?
The business.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All righty. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you for raising your voice, William. All right. Tal, I see you. Hello. If we could unmute Tal Kapoor. Tal has a goal.
Hi, I'm here. First off, I want to thank you, ladies, for having this incredible Zoom. What an opportunity for us to really be able to unpack all of your wisdom and your tips and all of that stuff. I'm super appreciative, and I could listen to you guys all day long. So really appreciate it. I just want to say that, thanks to my girl, Stephanie, of course, for mentoring me, that I have sort of moved into the whole scary realm of prospecting through Instagram influencers. And that was always something that was kind of nerve-wracking for me. That's kind of like, what do you call that list? The
Chicken list.
Chicken list, yes, And so I've really been reaching out and really been connecting with some, and then also finding other people through Reels that are not influencers, and realizing that, oh, we actually have a lot in common. Our ages might be different, but we have a lot in common with other things. And so I just kind of want to encourage that language around the prospecting people you don't even know. Like, this is the first time I've ever stretched out that way. And just, I get into this place sometimes where I kind of get stuck after a while. And I'm like, okay, so how do I, I don't know. I mean, I know how to talk to people face to face, but I just get stuck because I get so intimidated. So I'm wondering if there is some kind of unsticking language or inspiration that you gals can give to that, of, you're in that place, you're almost there, but then you're like, where do I, because they've got hundreds of thousands of people following them. Are they even going to see this message? What can I say to them to really draw attention?
Well, I'll speak to this first, then we can open it up to the council. But, many influencers don't even read DMs. So they have a way to contact them via their website, an email, etc. So, but then there's some that love the DM process. So it just depends on who you're prospecting. I think that, just like I was saying at the top of the call, like, expect you're good, right? Expect that they're going to want to hear from you. Expect that they are looking for multiple streams of income. Expect that they're open. And if they're not, no harm, no foul, nothing ventured, nothing gained, right? So, and then, as your upline tell, what I would say is screenshot who the influencer is, screenshot whatever, however the conversation has progressed, the dialogue, and then I can give you my best shot, which you do that, but I guess you're just not doing it with Instagram, possibly. So. Anyone else want to offer Tal some words of advice from the council?
I have something random that sort of applies to that, and I think will help to apply to everybody else. You say you get caught up in what to say. You're going to laugh, but practice in the mirror over and over and over, or get on photo booth on your computer and record yourself over and over. I can do that entire, we have no binders, fillers, excipients, synthetic flavors, colors, artificial flavorings, added sugar, no irradiation, et cetera, because I've said it so many times. So to some degree, you just have to practice it. Yeah. And video helps that, because you see yourself and you get more used to doing it.
Mm-hmm. Well, as much as I'd like to keep going on here, we are at the top of the hour, and I like to honor all y'all's time. So thank you so much for being with us today. That was a very rich experience for myself included. Next week, it's going to be Ask the Council. So please come, bring your team, bring your prospects. If they want to learn anything about what is the Million Mom Movement, Jody will be here. I call her Dr. Jody. Like, come and ask Jody about any product, health or wealth. We're doing balanced messaging next week. So come and join us. We're so grateful that you're here as a part of our community. And we want you to just go out there and share the good green word, as I like to say to my team. Share what we have. Be bold. Find your confidence, find your voice, and the world is waiting for what we have now more than ever. Number one, to exit the matrix with our wealth opportunity. And number two, to be healthy, to mitigate whatever might come our way in terms of diseases, all right, viruses, whatever. We have what the world needs right now. So know that. And thank you so much. We love you. Mwah. Bye for now.